Good morning from Las Vegas. Teddy covers with the WagerTalk opening line report talking about the money and where it's moving first thing in the morning. This tends to tell us who the sharps like, where the sharp money is coming. Doesn't mean it wins every day, but it's certainly a part of the process to pay attention to where the markets are moving, to know you want to bet this now, do you want to hold off till later? So let's take a quick look. Quick hitter rundown through the betting board. Take a look at where the money is going and why it's going in that direction. First, I do want to thank you guys. Really appreciate the response I've gotten to this podcast. I like the comments. I've been in there every day trying to reply to your questions and comments. Thank you. I really appreciate all the follows. Follow me on Twitter, Teddy_covers. And of course, this channel, the WagerTalk YouTube channel, 150 something thousand subscribers. We're like 1,000 a week right now. So thank you for signing up for the subscriptions. And of course, comments, subscriptions, and likes. The thumbs up really go a long way. Let's talk about where the money's moving in the NBA. To start, Knicks and Pacers. Look, this line's sitting at 2 right now. Really hasn't moved a whole lot since yesterday. Total sitting at 217. It's a game that hasn't taken a ton of action in terms of specific market-driven direction. It's just not there right now for Knicks Pacers. It doesn't feel like this line is going to move a whole lot between now and the opening tip tonight. Same story with the late game, Minnesota-Denver. That one we have seen money on the under. Total open 207 at a lot of books. I'm seeing 206, 205 and a half right now. So that's the one game for tonight where there has been a legitimate wise guy move. They bet under in this game, and frankly, I wouldn't argue with that assessment. After we saw I'm not going to say offensive explosion, but both teams went over their team total for the first time in the whole series in game number 4. The market's expecting a correction tonight. I shouldn't say a correction. The market's expecting a reversion to the mean tonight in terms of Denver and Minnesota scoring and offensive production. That total, again, has been bet down a little bit. 207 down to 206/205 and a half. Taking a look at the openers for Wednesday, Cavs and the Celtics. Let's see. Boston, 15.5 point favorites. They did not get under the number last night with Garland's late bucket. Even if you got the best of the number, didn't help you with Cleveland. I'm going to talk about that on Wager Talk today, this morning. Anyhow, 15.5 the number for Boston at the open. Total 205.5. We really haven't seen anything move on that yet. We're going to have to see what the status is, obviously, of Donovan Mitchell and potentially Jared Allen, who has been still listed as questionable for a lot of these games. There's a chance that he might play. We'll have to see. But again, the day on, day off, day on, day off here in the second round can be very grueling for teams that are facing injuries. Cleveland's finding that out right about now, even though they did get in under the number last night. OKC and Dallas. The first bets have come on the Mavericks. This opened 5.5 at most books, 4.5 at a couple. Now I'm seeing 4s across the board. A little bit of under money there, and just a little bit. They opened 213 at some books. Now I'm seeing 212.5. Really, it's more. Let me rephrase that. Little bit of under money coming in. We have seen Mavericks money. That's legit. Okay, off the opener was Dallas money, and I'm not surprised that we're seeing this series get the zigzag. We talked about it. This has been a very competitive series, and the team that lost the last game has attracted the betting attention the next game pretty consistently in this series. We're seeing that as well for game number 5, again, in OKC on Wednesday. So the two moves worth noting, Minnesota, Denver under, and Dallas in game 5 against OKC. When we look at the series prices right now, I'm seeing Denver minus 180 against Minnesota, 2 of the 3 games at home, and given the fact that they're minus 4.5 today, it's a line that makes sense. It fits in with the current numbers. Pacers minus 140/minus 150 against the Knicks, despite the fact the Knicks have home court edge. They get 2 of the last 3 at home. The market's not convinced Indiana is going to, the Knicks are going to win tonight. So if you like the Pacers, a series price, again, if you're betting on a series price, you're betting on the team to win the next game. Otherwise, you can get a better series price if you wait. So if you think Indiana's going to win tonight, it makes sense perhaps to put something on the series for the Pacers before tip-off. Mavs and the Thunder, OKC now minus 150, minus 155, even seeing minus 160s out there for OKC, and the Celtics are minus $1 million. It's just, lay 500 to win one. That sort of thing. Not a bet that I would advise you to make, even though Boston's likely to win. And look, there are guys that do it. There are guys that do it and do it successfully. Betting 200 to win $1, 100 to win $1, 50 to win $1, 20 to win $1 on a consistent basis. Yeah, occasionally they'll lose and they'll be mocked. But if you're making those type of bets day in, day out on things that are like, Boston's likely to win this series. If you can get a 1% ROI on Boston winning your series, well, there's a reason to think about doing that. It's not a bet that I personally tend to make. Let's take a quick look at MLB for today. And again, I do want to let you guys know about a great offer. Speaking of MLB, my MLB's been pretty darn good. I think 39 and 25 run, up close to 40 units. So it's been solid to open the season. I don't play a lot of big favorites. I don't play a lot of big dogs. I play mostly totals. I do look at most of the sides in the competitively priced games, and sometimes I'll get involved with the bigger favorites. I usually lay a price with them. Nonetheless, 39 and 24 up close to 40 units. You can get 7-day all-access pass in MLB. Just $49, $7 a day will get you on board. And again, you want to get a taste of what I'm doing in baseball right now, check it out. It's a good deal over at WagerTalk.com. Just visit my page, wt.buzz/TC. Let's take a look at what's moving in the markets this morning. And again, the baseball market, when you look at the WagerTalk live on screen, you'll see it every morning right around this time, 6:45, 7 a.m., lights up like a Christmas tree because that's when the money's coming in globally on these MLB games. That's when the markets start to move. Let's talk about what the big movers are this morning. We're seeing heavy Philadelphia money against the New York Mets. I'm seeing as high as minus 148 in a game that opened as low as minus 125. So Phillies have been hot. They're taking money. No surprise in that contest. A little bit of Braves money. We're seeing Milwaukee money against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh can't hit. And Priester, the kid who's gotten a fair bit of hype for the Pirates, well, he hasn't been winning either. So I'm not surprised we're seeing some Brewers money there. Another one that stands out was the Minnesota money. Yankees were as high as minus 135. Now they're down to minus 1. I'm seeing minus 114 on the WagerTalk live on screen right now. So we have seen some Twins money coming in this morning. We're also seeing heavy under money for St. Louis and LA. The Angels and the Cardinals, two teams that are struggling to hit their way out of a wet paper bag these days. No surprise. That total opened 8. Now I'm seeing 7 juice to the under at a lot of books. And again, you tend to see more moves on, as the season progresses especially. The totals get pounded a little bit more than the sides. The sides get priced correctly as the season goes on. But the totals day in, day out, you're going to see total money come in. That around this time of day, they're going to bet win conditions, they're going to bet umpires, they're going to bet starting pitching matchups. So all those come into play when we talk about these early morning moves on the MLB betting board. Hey guys, thanks for watching again. Appreciate the likes, appreciate the follows. Best of luck with all your bets today. And thanks for watching WagerTalk TV. We'll do it again tomorrow. Cheers.